Oh no.
Hello.
We're not
We have an
starting it, are we?
extra
Okay.
guest today. Poppy. Oh. She doesn't want to be. Say hello to the people, Poppy. Yes. There she is. And now, so she may be in the background. Do you not like videos? She can just sit there. Ah, happy. Anyway, brief interlude over. Hello. It's me and her again.
Oh,
Do you remember? Remember those good times we had together in Florida? We're back. And today we are bringing to you our top 10-ish tips for Disney holidays. Who knows how many there will be. Yeah. You can go first. Oh look, Poppy's sitting. Just yes, go Alice, go.
Right. So my first tip is to know when to book your dining reservations and know where you want to go for them. Basically, research in advance which parks you're going to on which day, what you're doing on that day, what fast passes you want to do, so you know what time you want to have dinner or lunch or whatever, and then know where you want to go. So like places like Cinderella's Royal Table, which is probably my favourite place we went on the whole trip, use 2 credits. So know that kind of stuff so that when you book you know how many credits you have left, etc, etc. And I mean it's pretty self-explanatory really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 180 days beforehand, and so it's slightly different from 6 months, but so you literally have to like count the days.
Yeah.
But make sure you get it on the day, otherwise those crazy hardcore people like us oh god will nabble the best slots at the best times.
Nabble, that is a word, that's a good word.
Nab all the best.
Not nabble.
Not nabble the slots. Tip 1 done. Tip 2, I just thought of, these reminded me of a tip. Make your own mini ears.
Do that.
Because the amount of compliments we got was ridiculous. We felt very cool. And everyone was like, oh my god, which Etsy shop did you get them from? And we were like, we made them ourselves.
Oh, thank you very much.
And everyone, it like sparked loads of conversations with people, and everyone was really nice to us. Just do it. It's really, really easy as well. If we can do it, literally everyone can, because we're not crafty people. So yeah, give it a go.
Tip 3, number 3. I put give yourself some time to rest while you're there, because if
We
you
didn't do this.
we gave us some time and it still wasn't enough. If you're a hardcore planner like us, you'll just go like crazy in the parks and you're just going to be so tired all of the time. Like we were doing like opening to close, like no stopping. So definitely give yourself a day to just like lay by the pool and stuff, because the hotels have like, if you're staying in a Disney hotel or like a Universal hotel, there's so much to do in them. Like the Universal hotel had like a lazy river in it, inside the hotel.
Cool.
So give yourself time to go do bits like that, because it will just really make the holiday better if you're not like super tired all the time. Tip 4.
Tip 4 is make sure if you're in a moderate resort at Disney, book the 2nd floor, okay? Just do it. It doesn't matter where you are in the resort, just book the 2nd floor, not the ground floor.
Just don't go on the ground floor.
We had lots of insect friends coming into our...
A centipede infestation.
Yes. And then we moved on to the 2nd floor and it was lovely.
Just for our last night though.
Yes.
Wish I'd been there the
Regrets.
whole time. Yeah.
But yeah, but then we complained about it and we've got a 5-night free stay in any moderate resort that we fancy.
Which-
So
Maybe you should stay on the ground floor if you're up for it.
I don't know, it kind of makes up for it, but at the end of the day I would have much preferred to just have a nice
No
room
insect.
the whole time.
Yeah.
So just like, literally just take my word for it. 2nd floor.
Do it. What, tip 5? Is that what we're on? Yes.
Maybe.
Look at crowd calendars before you book, because when we made like a massive spreadsheet of fast passes, dining reservations, things we wanted to get, where we were going in the morning and the afternoon.
I love the spreadsheet.
But a lot of that came from which parks were going to be quietest when. So you can go online, just Google it, and there'll be loads of stuff about the month you're going and when is most popular normally. But also, if you're just thinking of like booking your flights and what time of year you want to go, also look at crowd calendars. Because obviously school holidays are going to be busier, but so are like festive time, like periods in December. And I guess October's busy for Halloween as well, but it's not too bad. It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't quite bad.
Okay. So yeah, look at crowd calendars basically.
Cool.
Tip
Next.
6-ish.
6. Wow, we're getting through them, aren't we? You probably know already you can book 3 fast passes per day in advance. And then you use 1, 2, 3, and then you can start booking more. So when you book your 4th, use it, and then you can book the 5th, and then keep going until the day ends and you get it refreshed. But you can actually, as soon as you've like tapped your band to go into the fast pass line, you can already get the next one. So for example, when we were in the queue for Dumbo once, I checked the app and then booked us another fast pass for 10 minutes time.
It was good. It really worked out well.
Yeah, so always have a look whenever you've got a spare minute, if you can shove another one in there.
My next tip, tip 7, yeah, is to take jumpers, which is a weird one because, I mean, Florida's boiling hot, but, I mean, in October it was boiling hot in the middle of the day, but then it got to evening and sometimes it was quite chilly. And sometimes we had to waste time getting the buses back, the horrendous buses back to Caribbean Beach to grab some jumpers to go back to a park again. So it would just save you a lot of time if you took jumpers with you and like wrap them around your waist or whatever when you went into the parks. Because it does get cold, even though it probably doesn't look like it does.
Yeah, I know when I was working there in sort of June, July, August, you didn't really ever need a jumper. Even in the evenings. The only time would be in the air conditioning because sometimes that can be quite brutal. But yeah, October, the evenings were definitely chilly. If you particularly like some sort of random entertainment in the parks, for example, we are rather partial to the citizens of Hollywood who appear on, it's called Hollywood Boulevard or something, isn't it? In Hollywood Studios. And they're basically like an improv group and we just think they're hilarious and we would pretty much watch every set they ever do, ever.
They were so great.
So good. So if it's like anything like that, you can, it seems like they just pop up at random times, but if you go to guest services or actually like ask one of the people in it, they will tell you all their set times for that day.
I put get to bus stops in plenty of time. This is an annoying one because the bus systems, if you're staying in a Disney resort, are horrible. Like if you can get a car, it's probably worth it because we did spend so much time waiting at the bus stops. So then we got to parks later than we wanted to, even if we got to the bus stops in plenty of time. But I'd still say get there early for the buses because then if you're waiting a long time, at least you'll still get to the park for when you wanted to be there. You get what I mean?
But it was like really hit and miss because one day you'd get there, give yourself plenty of time, and then boom, like 2 buses would turn up for the place you wanted to go, and then other times it would be like 8.
So get to the bus stops in plenty of time.
Yes, and adding on from that, if you've got a reservation, dining reservation before the park opens, like just get a taxi. It'll save you stress. Like, yeah.
As found by us.
We don't like being stressed, but we get stressed very easily.
We do! I've stake out a spot for the fireworks if you want to see them. Because if you don't, you're probably going to see them from a bad angle and they just wouldn't be as good. So either stake out a spot or don't watch them, I'd say. You don't have to watch them every time you're there either. Like, we didn't stake out a spot for the Star Wars fireworks and I kind of regret it because they looked really good but we couldn't see them very well. So, stake out a spot.
But you can't do Phantasmic and Star Wars fireworks.
Not really. No.
Well.
If you are on the dining plan, use your quick services in your resort as well as all the other amazing places. At least do one in your resort because the amount of food you get is ridiculous. Because if you're on a dining plan you get the free refillable mug to use at your resort. That means you can swap your drink from a quick service for a snack or a dessert or anything of that kind. So we would go for a quick service at a resort for like lunch. We'd have like chicken nuggets and chips, then our drink from our refillable mugs, which you could have as many as you wanted of. Then you had your pudding for your main meal, so you could have had like a Mickey Premium bar, and then on top of that, by trading your drink, you got like
Another snack.
So it was ridiculous amount of food, and we bought more snacks back from that as well, didn't we?
Lots of
So.
And you will literally, if you're on the dining plan, don't worry about not having enough to eat. That's what I'm saying. We were just constantly full. It was like, oh, I've got a tiny bit of space in my stomach. Woo! Let's go get more food. Okay, last and final tip is, as our previously mentioned epic planning spreadsheet, which was pretty epic if I say so myself. Like pretty much every like hour was like planned out. But that's just your plan, you know, you can like break it whenever you want and mix it up as you go. Just feel like you don't have to stick to what you planned, because it might just be like if you're doing that, then you might actually be missing other things. So for example, it was announced that Shaka Khan was performing at the Eat to the Beat concert on one of the nights we were there. So we shuffled everything around and made it work so that we could be there, and that ended up being one of my highlights of the trip because she was incredible. So good. So yeah, just go with the flow. That's my final tip. Right, those are our tips. I hope that they are of some use to you. That was the end. I hope you enjoy the rest of the vlog. I'm gonna put a thing here to like make you go and watch all the other vlogs.
Oh, fancy.
I know. And click on my face to subscribe to me. End screen. Woo! Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Poppy. Poppy says bye too. And now she's going back to sleep.